Same page.
Loudest section in the building.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars, some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Durant, and he drives in. Knocks it loose. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Off target with the 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Towns outside. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hart. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. To the middle. Here's Richards. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Here's Durant. Pass to Richards. Now here's Booker. He's covered by Hart. Back to Richards. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. Goes up with it again. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
And look at that reach. I mean, Towns just say no.
New York, again, can't hit. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him. Make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Durant. And he banks in the layup.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up. Making room for himself, Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
And it's Towns penetrating. Pass to Booker. Booker with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Here's Booker. 7 points in the game. The kick to Durant. Dunn outside. Just 5 to shoot. Beal outside. Pass to Durant. Driving in. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
New York ball.
Knicks trail by 5. For 3, Bridges. And an Obi for 3. Rebounded by Dunn. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Booker. down low. Richards. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Yep, that one goes.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Pass to Beal. Back to Dunn. Here's Booker. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 4. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 6 points.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
These are his first free throws of the game. Free throw drops for Beal.
At the line, 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
A combo guard with a versatile offensive game. Beal is one of those guys that any team would love to have.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Phoenix out in front, up 3. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Hart from long range. Back to Towns. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Here's Brunson. Defended by Dunn. Brunson misses. The Suns lead by 3. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Hart. Beal with some nice D.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Here's Durant. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bridges, right side. Outside Hart. Off target from outside. The Suns lead by 8. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Booker. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Phoenix making a switch here. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Bull. 6 to shoot. Inside. And finished off by Bull.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Will it go? And it's Bridges with the jam.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
12.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Brunson. Three-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. Beal. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
3 points.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Brunson taking his time here. The three. That one's down for Brunson.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The kick to Durant. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Brunson. And Brunson running the floor.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. 6-point game. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
25.
Phoenix leading by 6. Out to Beal. Pass to Bull. Back to Beal. Outside Booker. Shoots over Bridges. Booker no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Outside Achua. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Booker with the jam.
They respond immediately with as much power as possible.
Man, you talk about a heavyweight battle. Both teams landing blows here. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Here goes Booker. Pass to Bull. Outside Booker. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Here's Booker. That one no good. Achua with some nice D. And an Obi for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Outside Booker. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Towns. The 3. And Bridges good for 3. Bridges has got 7 points.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. New York trailing.
Number 8.
Screen by Bridges. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Out to Beal. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
They get the rebound. Bowl. No good. Unable to win this run. Right side, Brunson. To the inside. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Bull up top. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. 6 points for him.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dive.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Brunson. Brunson steams his way inside.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Outside Booker. Right side Bull. Here's Booker. He's got 9. Back to Bull. Achua with a steal. Inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Kevin Durant. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Anunoby, no good on the free throw. Suns trail by 5. An open look for Booker. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Outside Anunoby. And stolen by Bull. In transition, here come the Suns. Durant, automatic at the rim.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
Left side Brunson. And stolen by Bull. Outside Durant. Outside for Booker. Outside Bull. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point New York lead.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns. Using his size and strength to make things happen.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Pass to Beal. And stolen by Brunson. They've got numbers. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 11.
Pushing the pace, Bridges stays ahead of the fast break.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Bull. Shot clock at 6. The kick to Durant. Allen outside. The shot won't fall. Hart with the defensive effort.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the
33.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. They trail by 9. Up top, Allen. Back to Durant. To the middle. Here's Richards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons. Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And both free throws good for Hart. Suns trail by 12. Booker looking around. Allen on the wing. Knocked loose. Allen on the wing. Let's go with a three. And the three-pointer goes. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Brunson. It's tipped. Here's Booker. The Knicks pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Towns. Misses from short range. Now Booker. Hart pulls it in. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Anunoby with it. Beal picks him up. Towns with the ball. Bridges, right side. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brunson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Suns trail by 9. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team.
Timeout.
He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's his first foul. Right side of Chua. It's Hart on the wing. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
New York making a switch here. Off the inbound. Achua with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Allen outside. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Pass to Richards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. And he knocks down the first one. New York making a switch here.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Now here's Hart. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Here's Durant. Here's Richards. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Durant's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the wing, right side. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Right side Durant. There's the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Ooh, stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Suns. And Booker with the jam.
Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
Towns with the ball. Covered by Richards. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
14 foul.
Here's Towns. Richards pulls it in. And here are the Suns now. With some arc. Booker for 3. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Here's Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Into the lineup for your New York Knicks. Number 5.
Up top, Booker. Richards with a screen. Booker with it. Towns covering. 3-pointer, Beal. And he drills the triple. Oh, an enormous 3-pointer. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. 13 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Anunoby. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. Durant with it to take the lead. Pass to Allen. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Anunoby. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
First team foul.
Now here's Booker. Allen a screen. Out to Beal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. The lead is 2. And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Solid defense from Bol. And so it's Phoenix with it. Down low. Durant. Hart pulls it in. Now Towns. Back to Hart. Out to the right wing. Right side, Brunson. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
To the inside. Pass to Bol. Knocks down the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Pass to Beal. The 3, Durant. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. New York leading by 4. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
To the middle. Durant. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Outside Brunson. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Inside. Allen outside. Back to Bol. Out to the wing. Puts one up from 19. Missed it.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board a what?
So New York wins it. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that about wraps it up for Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Pass to Booker. The kick to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Here's Beal on the take. Randall pulls down the board.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Here's the three. Drains the triple. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Booker, good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Down low. Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Durant with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Randall. The Suns clear it.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Pass to Durant. Wide open look. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Sweet mid-range jumper for Kevin Durant. He's dialed in wherever he shoots it from.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Beal. Randall pulls down the board. Outside Edwards. Bradley Beal puts it in. Left side Booker for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
To the middle. And Durant with the big finish.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. They trail by one. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Outside, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to
Down it goes. My goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
The Frenchman doesn't mess around down there. Gobert, what a vicious throwdown.
Back to Durant. Outside Booker. On the wing, Durant. The Suns need to get off a shot. Three-pointer. Beal hits the trifecta.
We talk about guys with fewer strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Outside Edwards. "51 seconds left now in the first quarter." To the inside. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And finished off by Bol.
It's really easy for Bol to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dream.
Booker for three. And the Suns get another three. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DiVincenzo can't hit. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside Booker. Launches a 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Gobert inside. Oh, Durant with a steal. He can't get it to go. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Phoenix.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Here's Richards. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one misses. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past. Power it home. Oh, wow.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Lets it fly. Outside for Booker. It's Beal on the wing. Nails it from 3. Beal's got 6.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. On defense, the Timberwolves. 6-point game. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Booker can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Booker surveying the floor. Pass to Durant. Outside for Booker. 4 on the clock. Nice D from Reed. Timberwolves trail by 6. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside for Randall. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Pass to Randall from outside the arc. Left side, McDaniels. Randall outside. Edwards with it. There's 1:34 left in the first half. McDaniels with it. Richards picks him up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Number 11.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half. For three, Allen. Allen on the wing. Outside Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Beal. Takes the three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Allen outside. Here's Bull. The kick to Durant. Oh, deflected. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And a nice finish on the layup.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
And it's Beal with the ball for the Suns. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Pass to Beal. Dunn outside. For three, Booker. Edwards pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 4. Left side, McDaniels. Reed with it. Outside for Randall. With 4 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And he's able to get it back. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Suns on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves trail by 4. The kick out to Edwards. The three. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. For three, DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. Hits a three-pointer. McDaniels got 5 points.
If you want the title of 3 and D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Phoenix shooting their second and third shots at the line here. Free throws good from Durant. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
DiVincenzo with it. Durant covering. The kick out to Edwards. For three, DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence going right up with the shot.
Back to Durant. It's Booker on the wing. Offline with a three.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw this game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Edwards looking for an opening. Randall outside. 4 on the clock. An open look for Reed. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
And stolen by Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
I think DiVincenzo is at his best in the open court because he's got tremendous speed. That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
The Timberwolves trail. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside for Randall. For the lead. Richards pulls it in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Allen. Jacks up with 3. Goes back up. Oh, and Reed with a block. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
Jones with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. For 3, Allen sinks it from distance. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
The kick out to Edwards. For 3, DiVincenzo. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns lead by 4. Inside. Pass to Beal. Offensive rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall can't hit. Beal outside. 4-3. Knocks down the long J. Beal's got 9.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
McDaniels from long range. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Back to O'Neal. Pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
a total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
DiVincenzo driving. Reed for three. Connects from downtown. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beal's shot is off. Outside Reed. Pass to Randall. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
A three off the inbound. And that's not going to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Phoenix out in front, leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Booker. Here's Bull. Crafty move. And finished off by Bull.
Booker draws so much defensive attention as a scorer, and that really helps in opening up the passing lanes.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. Left side Conley. From 11 feet away, Bull grabs the board.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
Durant owning the inside.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Minnesota making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Beal. There's the drive. And then Beal with the dunk.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. He stops. He pops. And the Suns getting another bucket right there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Here's Booker, driving to the basket. That one goes. Count it. And the Suns lead by 13. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Done with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Outside for Booker. Off target with the three.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Randall outside. And here's McDaniels. Back to Reed. Oh, got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to DiVincenzo. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And then Beal with the dunk.
And he's just using every bit of his strong frame to battle the defense. Beal won't take no for an answer.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall on the screen. Outside Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And here are the Suns. This run now up to 13-2.
What an athlete Beal is. These kind of throwdowns get him going as well as his teammates.
Randall with the drive. The Suns clear it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Right side Booker. He buries it from 3. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. On the wing, Caruso. And Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Free throw drops for Caruso. And Caruso drops them both. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Pass to Holmgren. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. And there's the lob. Dort with a steal. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Tatum. The three is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Outside Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
Good on both. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
That's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. For three, Porzingis. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Caruso, right side. Williams on the wing. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Well, we got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Outside, Brown. On the wing, Tatum. He's scoreless. Here's White. The kick to Tatum. Just 2 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Caruso. White with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. 36 seconds left in the first. Now Holmgren. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Porzingis, high post. Dort with a steal. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. There's 6 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Oklahoma. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. White for three. Deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. So it's Boston now. They trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Oh, look out. JB throwing it down.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. The 3-ball. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Pass to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. Knocks it loose. And they're on the run. Caruso outside. Takes it inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Holmgren. Fires from deep. And Dort is good for 3. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They're always looking for ways to put Jason Tatum in positions to attack. No better way than in pick-and-roll action.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. From about 19. And again, it's Oklahoma City. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 53 left in the half. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Inside. Brown with the steal.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is a crucial part of the defense for these guys.
Thunder leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up to the Boston Celtics. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, B.A., and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
To the inside. Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And Hartenstein gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 8.
High-value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Outside Porzingis. Outside Holiday. From deep. Outside Tatum. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets that one. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Porzingis for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
When Porzingis is knocking down that three-point shot consistently, it opens up other aspects of his game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a pick over Holiday. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Celtics trail by 7. Out to the right wing. Right side Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Here's Hartenstein. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Unique and flexible. Let's see.
Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Down low. Puts the move on. Porzingis misses. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Porzingis surveying the floor. Back to Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Caruso outside. Williams on the wing. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Porzingis. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pritchard gets it to go.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Caruso outside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Brown with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Williams grabs the board.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Back to Tatum. Poke loose. And stolen by Williams. Up top, Holmgren. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. Tatum pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Of course, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
No, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
20 feet out. Boston with a rebound.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
And Brown with the stuff.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Pass to Holmgren. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Hauser can't get it to go.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Porzingis. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Dort with a steal. And we've reached the end of the third. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 5. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. 4-3. A rebound by Jason Tatum.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Dort for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot no good. We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
It's Brown on the wing. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Well, we know that when Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm, he can string together a stretch of play where he is sustaining an offense.
Caruso outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Right side, White. White coming through.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Holmgren. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Porzingis. Ooh, poked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the middle. Porzingis punishing inside.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Williams with the screen. Pass to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Holmgren, high post. And Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Here's Holmgren. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Inside. Outside for Dort. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Yep, that one goes. And the Thunder lead by 4.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And stolen by Williams. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Caruso outside. Back to Williams. Outside for Dort. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by White.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And stolen by Holmgren. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Dort. The kick out to Williams. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Down low. Caruso. Boston with a rebound. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive guys because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They're looking good, but they can't afford to take their foot off the pedal. They have to lock down the perimeter and prevent a three.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Mazzulla has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste, not at this point in the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Greg, this is...
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket!
That's a big-time shot by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a three, and he delivered.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Wow, the length of Chet.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
To the inside. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. The kick out to Williams. Toward outside. From outside, off the mark. Tipped. 3-on-3. Tatum inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Outside, Williams. Here's Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Brown looking around. shot by Holiday, no good. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Drew Holiday.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Brown with a screen. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Williams. To the middle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
At the line for 2, Jaylen Brown.
And he does get the second one. And that brings him within 2 here.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line. Forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now. The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Boston who scraped by with the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce.
Descansa.
This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. And he drains the quick shot. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved.
¿Qué fue?
Unselfish basketball.
Está bien.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years?
Y esa frisa de repente, así, eso el Zen.
Top seed. Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time.
Esa frisa así de repente, eso el Zen.
And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now Holiday. White on the wing. That three's off the mark.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And here's Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Porzingis. And it's Holmgren missing.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Brown with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Boston on D. Holmgren inside. Launches it.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Porzingis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Timeout.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happened.
Dale, pero tú sí eres hembra, loco. Compadre, pero yo cambié el control, fue la gente bien, déjame meter mi punto, entonces, y esa maldita hembría tuya, mi loco, no cambié el control, fue. Que cambié el control, mi loco, por no tener el control de Sensei. Que siempre, tiene que sacarlo por eso, compadre. De siembra, mi loco. Déjame meter mi punto, entonces, de una vez, dame mi bola. Maldita cagón, coño. Ponle tú, mona. Si eres hembra, tú ahí cayó bajo, manito, el hueso.
Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. To the middle, Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Driving to the basket. Banked it in off the glass.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And here's Brown for three. Holmgren with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Pass to Dort. There's the three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Now here's Holiday. Brown with it. Williams defending. The kick to Tatum. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep three. Caruso grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Holmgren. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Here's Tatum. Comes up empty down low. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
To stop the run. There's the block. Williams with it. Picked up by Tatum. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Back to Holmgren. White with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Williams. To the inside. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's the break. White for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Brown drives in. And the jam by Brown.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Inside. Here's Holmgren. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Boy, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Williams from long range. .29 seconds left in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. Count the basket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's tipped. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Oh, misses the dunk.
Great contest by the defender. When that's a dunk, you've got to put down in his face.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 3. And back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And
pero yo voy a saber de eso. Eso sabes tú. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal?
Invitar. Nueva NBA2K25.
Coño, pero tú te concentras pila, loco, a uno, en verdad, esa pista de ánimo. Si eres mamón.
Mira, ahora es un misterio jugar con el ñoñi, loco, ¿verdad?
Pero como yo, si tú eres que he hecho toda tu vaina rara, mi loco. Eres tú, metiendo de que tiro en blanco, maldita hembra.
It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. To the paint, here's Holmgren. And they have their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Great so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Holmgren in the post. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Pass to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Holmgren with it for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute, and we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. The coach said you can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Right wing. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
It's rebounded by Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. And there's the drive. Now Porzingis. And they pick up 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Screened by Porzingis. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Tatum no good. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Dort. And he goes in for the dunk.
This guy makes easy work getting through the lane. No one getting in Lou Dort's way on that one. Smart decision.
Out to the right wing. Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Shot's good by Williams.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Outside, Porzingis. Nailed from three-point land. Porzingis has got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Down low. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Caruso. Off target from three-point range. Brown with it. Dort covering. White up top. There's the triple. Dort grabs the miss. And the Thunder with the possession here. Inside. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Thunder up 3. And we'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Williams' shot is off. Here's Boston now. Right side, Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Holiday. Pulls it up. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
Kristaps Porzingis a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out. This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
To the middle. There's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Outside, Williams. Puts up a 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now the Thunder with it. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday. On the wing, Brown. Takes a 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Dort wide open. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Over in the corner, White. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
I love the Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. 1:41 left to play here in the half. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
It's Dort on the wing. Down low. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Here's Tatum. Out to Porzingis. To the inside. Over in the corner, White. The Celtics working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got his first points of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Over in the corner, Dort. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Here's Porzingis. Here he goes. And the dunk by Porzingis. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
That shot, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
To the paint. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Thunder. Here's Holiday. Brown wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist.
Ya lo, esos malditos pases, loco.
This is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Right side, Dort. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. About 1 minute played here in the second half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The three from Porzingis.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Now, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams. It's Dort on the wing. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Boy, that is a heads-up play right there by Lou Dort. He sees an opening and gets the ball exactly where it needs to go.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Williams. Down low. Rebound, Boston. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a just match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Holiday. Here's White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. White's got it all tied up now for Boston. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. .111 left to play in the third. And it's White with the rebound. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Dort. To the middle. It's stolen by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Taken away by Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Caruso.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Orina.
Sí, porque no pierda, pone tu arma con el jugando y le explica, mira, no se está pisando, porque yo lo que quiero es la transmisión. Y si él es un varón que tiene valor, tiene que aceptar por el de la liga, porque se lo vende. ¿Me entiendes? Porque eso no es simple de que hablar, bro, tú vas a salir, porque se me va a quedar. Y eso lo hizo.
Sí, tienes razón. Está demasiado, demasiado. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando?
Yo, pues se fue al lado. Le gané. Si le ganaste, se fue. Sí, en el último cuarto. Ya está discutiendo, hablando saco mierda. Ya. No tengo nada de contestar. Como ya, hasta entonces, si él no. Sí, sí.
¿Quién está usando ese contra?
Tiene la sesión de. Sí, pon la tuya, pon la tuya. Esto yo no me pago.
Oh, say does that
Es jueves por la noche y les traemos la NBA aquí, en 2K Sports. Soy Sixto Miguel Serrano y conmigo están Jorge Quiroga y Anthony Daimiel. Nos alegra mucho. Y comienzan los Pacers con el balón.
A la zona.
Y el mate es de Turner.
Un pase muy bonito, justo donde debía.
Anunoby en la banda. ¡Vale el triple!
No basta con alzar las manos, debes echarte encima antes del tiro.
Smith con el balón. Muy presionado. El balón le llega a Turner. Turner la revienta.
Tan cerca del aro no va a fallar.
No, la defensa debe ser más dura para impedirle que se haga con una posición tan clara.
Branson por la derecha. Towns. Rebote de Turner. Balón robado por Branson. Anunoby en el exterior. Aquí tenemos a Branson. Bridges. El balón le llega a Anunoby. Falla desde el exterior. 1 para 1 en este contraataque. No hubo suerte para Siakam. Y aquí está Bridges. Sumó 15 puntos en su último partido. Caponazo de Turner. El balón ha salido. Los Knicks conservan la posesión. Defiende Indiana. El balón le llega a Chugua. Anunoby.
La única canasta que han logrado no parece suficiente para los 5 tiros que han realizado.
El triple no alcanza el objetivo. Poco más de minuto y medio del primer cuarto. Y aquí está Bridges. Achuba con el balón. Aquí tenemos a Towns. Y convierte la bandeja a tablero.
Tiene una gran templanza. Se prepara, se toma su tiempo y te mata.
Será balón para Indiana.
A todos los equipos de la NBA les gusta ganar, pero hasta los más grandes considerarían esta cifra de victorias un éxito.
Aquí tenemos a Branson. Promedia 26 puntos por partido, así que se deja ver todas las noches. Sacan para Anunoby. Otra vez Towns. Branson en el exterior. Es canasta y la asistencia de Towns. Partido empatado.
Nunca puedes dejar a este jugador solo en el perímetro.
2 contra Haliburton. Desde lejos, Siakam. El triple entra.
Y ahí les envían un mensaje en forma de triple.
Y el mensaje dice que no van a bajar el ritmo, que ellos también saben anotar de 3.
Achua se apuntará los fallos. Balón robado por Branson. Se eleva. Y Bridges no tiene piedad con el aro. Haliburton progresa. Anotó 21 puntos en su último partido.
Es un alivio saber que cuentas con alguien que puede organizar el juego tan bien como él.
Sí, muchos de sus pases han acabado en canasta.
El balón le llega a Bridges. Otra vez Branson. Towns. Segunda oportunidad. Y van a ser 2 tiros libres. Le han tocado durante el lanzamiento.
Una buena defensa interior pasa por no permitir puntos fáciles.
Hay que enviar el mensaje. En mi zona nada es fácil.
Y falla el tiro libre. Y convierte el segundo. Aquí tenemos a Haliburton.
tiene unas cifras muy llamativas. Su media de anotación ronda los 18 puntos y medio por partido. Los colegiados dicen que ha sido Towns.
Es su primera falta del partido.
Hizo bien lanzándose sobre el defensor para conseguir la falta.
Aprovechó la inercia de cara a ese contacto. Buena jugada.
Otra vez Siakam. El balón le llega a Haliburton.
Quedan 5 segundos de posesión. El balón queda suelto.
Balón robado por Branson. Los Knicks fallan una vez más.
Suele anotar los tiros tan mal defendidos como ese.
Haliburton.
Encesta la bandeja a tablero.
Ha visto algo de luz y se ha lanzado de cabeza. Al final, canasta fácil.
Tienen en su mano jugar 2 posesiones.
A ver cómo aprovechan el tiempo.
Branson en el exterior.
¡Dentro!
Si le das tanto espacio, te hace picadillo.
Los Pacers van ganando. El balón le llega a Haliburton. Siakam en el exterior. Lembach con la bola. Cubierto por Branson. Haliburton progresa. Siakam. Haliburton. Cubierto por Bridges.
Desvía el pase.
Pascal Siakam recupera la posesión. Nemba. Y otra canasta para Indiana.
Muchas canastas en este primer cuarto.
Los Pacers por delante en el marcador.
Ganan por 5.
Y comenzaremos con el segundo cuarto en cuanto acabe este breve descanso. Si acaban de unirse a la retransmisión, se está disputando el segundo cuarto. Antes de pasar a otra cosa, ¿qué opináis de lo que nos están mostrando los Pacers?
Han atacado como una máquina bien engrasada.
Han movido muy bien el balón y han sumado puntos de esa manera.
Marcador desfavorable para New York. Branson. Towns.
Saca a la derecha.
Achua. Y se hacen con ese rebote los Pacers. El balón le llega a Turner. Otra vez Haliburton. Aquí tenemos a Nemba. Cubierto por Branson.
5 segundos de posesión.
Smith con el balón.
Tira de 3.
Rebote de Jalen Branson.
La defensa dejó mucho que desear, pero no estuvo fino con el tiro.
Espero que solo haya sido un error defensivo, porque si piensan defenderle así les va a crear muchos problemas.
Toca el balón. Y van a por todas.
Siakam.
Dentro. Pitan falta en defensa y podría acabar siendo una jugada de 3 puntos.
La defensa no supo frenar ese contraataque.
Bueno, la pérdida les cogió por sorpresa.
Es la primera vez que acude a la línea esta noche.
Hasta este momento de la temporada lleva un 73% cuando acude a la línea.
Le llega el balón a Towns. Otra vez Branson. Tyrese Haliburton les quita el balón. Y llega Haliburton con el mate. Aquí está Branson.
Anotó 19 puntos en su último partido. Le han hecho una falta muy dura y dispondrá de 2 tiros libres. Primera vez que acude a la línea de personal en este partido.
Su 82% de esta temporada en los tiros libres seguro que le da confianza al ponerse en la línea.
Y con esos porcentajes hace que el defensor dude si pegarse a él por si le pitan falta y lo manda a lanzar tiros libres.
Haliburton, cubierto por Branson. Los colegiados dicen que ha sido Haliburton.
Es su primera falta del partido.
Empezará a jugar New York.
Pierden por 9. Y ahí está el bloqueo.
Branson por la derecha. Adentro. Bridges en el exterior. Solo 5 segundos en el reloj. Otra vez a Chua. Allá van. Haliburton. Remata el contraataque.
Gran visión de juego. Comparten el balón y consiguen otra canasta.
Están consiguiendo muchos más puntos que el rival gracias a asistencias.
El balón le llega a Chua. Otra vez Branson. El rebote será para los Pacers.
La defensa no estuvo muy bien. Ha sido más bien un error del atacante.
Al interior. Siakam en el exterior. Lo ha tocado. Cerna opera por la izquierda.
No convierte desde más de 6 metros.
Aquí tenemos a los Knicks. 11 puntos de diferencia. A la zona. Towns. No se anda con contemplaciones. Para los que se incorporan en este momento, estamos en el tercer minuto del segundo cuarto. Haliburton.
Y provoca la falta en el tiro. Acudirá a la línea de personal.
Será de OG.
Va a lanzar sus primeros tiros libres de la noche.
Si examinamos sus estadísticas de esta temporada, se ve que es muy seguro desde la línea de tiros libres y anota un 85%.
Y en cuanto coge ritmo en la línea de tiros libres, como él en esta temporada, puede seguir hasta el final.
Branson en el exterior. Towns en el exterior. El balón le llega a Nunobi. Branson. Otra vez Anunoby. Por encima de Nesmith.
Y falla después de tocar la parte frontal del aro.
Y aquí está Turner. Canasta. Y esta vez la asistencia fue de Haliburton.
Cada pase acaba en canasta. Magnífico movimiento de balón.
Es que todos toman buenas decisiones, buscan el mejor tiro y están recogiendo sus frutos en este parcial.
Branson progresa. Siakam le sale al paso. El árbitro hace sonar su silbato. Falta de Andrew Nemba.
Es la segunda personal para él.
Towns con el balón.
Clava el tiro desmarcado.
Donde vio el hueco, puso el balón.
El balón es para los Pacers. Posición exterior para Haliburton.
Vaya regalo que le han hecho.
Han tenido mucha suerte. Esas no suele fallarlas.
Al centro. Exterior para Branson. Towns. Cubierto por Towns. El balón le llega a Siakam.
No convierte junto al aro.
Salen con mucha rapidez. Achua con la bola. Anunoby en el exterior. Al interior. Aquí tenemos a Towns.
Dispondrá de su tercer y cuarto tiros libres de la noche.
Su porcentaje en los tiros libres ha descendido este año, pero no hay de qué preocuparse.
Primer tiro libre dentro. Convierte ambos tiros desde la línea.
Este cuarto están haciendo las cosas bien, Anthony. Atacan con convicción y agresividad y consiguen tiros libres.
Es la mejor opción para remontar. No corre el reloj y cortas el ritmo del rival.
Posición exterior para Tape. McConnell encima del poste alto.
Desde más de 5 metros.
Fin de la primera mitad. Juegan los Pacers. Van 11 puntos arriba. Volvemos enseguida desde el Cambridge Fieldhouse en 2K Sports. Veremos si si en esta segunda mitad cambia la tónica del partido o si estamos ante una victoria aplastante. Tyrese Haliburton ha estado sensacional.
Hoy está viendo muy bien el juego. Ha dado algunos pases fantásticos en esta primera mitad.
Algunos dicen que no es un pasador, pero yo no lo firmaría después de lo que hemos visto.
Indiana pide tiempo muerto.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud, let them hear it. T-shirts, freshly printed, ready to go. Get up on your feet, fans.
Tiempo muerto en la cancha, lo han solicitado los Knicks. La juega Branson. Ese rebote es para McConnell. Y aquí está Tapi. Le han hecho falta durante el tiro. Irá a la línea para lanzar 2 tiros libres. Se la pitan a Jalen Branson. Son sus primeros tiros libres del partido.
Con un 78% ha sido un tirador muy constante desde la línea de personal durante toda la temporada.
Y supone un aumento en el porcentaje de acierto en los tiros libres comparado con el del año pasado. No es excesivo, pero supone una mejora.
El balón está vivo. Branson en el exterior. Le cargan la falta a Benedict Mathurin. Es su primera falta del partido. A la zona. La saca para Towns. 5 para tirar. Dominado. Todo el crédito para la jugada de McConnell.
La asistencia ha sido perfecta.
Les vendría bien un tiro para arrancar en ataque.
Llevan ya muchas posesiones sin anotar. Necesitan puntos.
Mathurin roba ese balón. Tapin prepara un bloqueo. ¡En cesta!
Se ve la diferencia en ataque. Buscan sin cesar el tiro a media distancia.
Sí, tratan de encontrar el más mínimo hueco para lanzar.
La saca para Bridges. Otra vez Branson. Y los árbitros pitan 3 segundos.
No es el momento de cometer errores.
No, nunca hay que perder la concentración, y menos ahora.
La 90 segundos del tercer cuarto. Maturin en el exterior. El balón le llega a McConnell. Tapping. Mete el triple.
3 de 3. Empiezan la segunda parte con la muñeca muy caliente.
Aquí tenemos a Branson. Lleva ya 6 puntos. Será falta, se la pitan a TJ McConnell. Es su primera falta del partido. 2 minutos en el tercer cuarto de juego. Adentro. Roba ese balón Bryant. Y van a salir al contragolpe. Se le escapa la bandeja.
Ha fallado, pero habían anotado los 3 tiros que habían intentado antes en este tercer cuarto.
Bridges tiene el balón. Ahora defendido por Matthew. Será falta, se la pitan a TJ McConnell. Será su segunda falta del partido. El balón le llega a Robinson. Le cargan la falta a Benedict. Es la segunda personal para él. Se van a producir algunos cambios en los Pacers. Aquí tenemos a Anunoby. Ha tenido muchas buenas noches en ataque, sin duda. Su media anotadora es de 18 puntos por partido.
Era un pase difícil entre todos los defensores.
Y le ofrece un bloqueo. El balón le llega a Nemba. Remata. Aguanta en el aire y anota en la segunda oportunidad.
Puede que la diferencia no sea demasiada, pero no hay que menospreciar el trabajo que han hecho con los rebotes.
Estás en lo cierto, al final todo cuenta. Si esto lo haces un poquito mejor que tu rival, aquello un poquito mejor y aquello otro también, todo se nota en el marcador.
Se eleva y machaca.
Bueno, no encaja en el molde típico de ala pivot, al menos en cuanto a altura, pero lo compensa con su gran capacidad atlética.
Halliburton, la banda, cubierto por Bridges. Aquí tenemos a los Knicks. Van perdiendo por 17. A punto de cumplirse los 3 minutos y medio de este tercer cuarto. Branson por la derecha. Otra vez Robinson. Mate de Mitchell Robinson. Posición exterior para Halliburton. Canasta de Nesmith.
El equipo necesita que aporte más. Ha dejado pasar más tiros de lo habitual, pero está anotando los que tira.
Bridges se mueve por encima del poste alto. A la zona, Robinson. Y llega Robinson para machacar el aro. Están moviendo muy bien el balón.
Las piezas encajan y sobre todo la defensa no consigue detenerlo.
Sí, salta a la vista.
Branson progresa. Lleva ya 6 puntos. Adentro. Tyrese Halliburton les quita el balón. Turner. No logra el objetivo. Buen trabajo defensivo de Anunoby. Robinson. Cubierto por Turner. Branson falla.
No ha sido capaz de mantener ni una sola racha de tiro en todo el partido.
Optan por hacer la falta intencionada.
No sé qué ha venido esa falta. ¿Han estado hablando de algo?
Aún así seguiría siendo inexplicable. No tiene ningún sentido.
Ahí tenemos el bloqueo. El balón le llega a Nemba. Otra vez Halliburton. El tercer cuarto termina con una gran ventaja. La remontada será difícil. Juegan los Pacers. Ganan por 15. Volvemos antes de que se den cuenta para seguir con la narración del partido en su último cuarto. Vamos a aprovechar esta oportunidad para mostrarles la asistencia del partido de State Farm.
Puedes contar con al menos un par de buenas asistencias como esta cada noche por parte de este jugador. Esta es espléndida.
Y tanto, es un auténtico maestro. Tiene una gran visión de juego y la cabeza bien amueblada. Son características importantes para un base.
Dos actuaciones muy diferentes por parte de estos equipos. Vamos a ver si se repite en el último cuarto. Anunoby en la banda. Branson anota el triple.
Es su primer triple en esta mitad y solo anotó otro en la primera. A ver si calienta la muñeca.
Halliburton. Y el mate es de Halliburton. En ataque los Knicks. 16 puntos de diferencia. Branson penetra. El balón le llega a Robinson. Mate de Mitchell Robinson.
Menos mal que está rindiendo bien, porque si no fuera así estarían mucho peor de lo que ya están.
Halliburton. La canasta es buena, su séptima de la noche. 7 de 11 para él.
No se le puede reprochar su aportación al equipo. Ha anotado bien.
Halliburton vuelve a fallar.
El triple parecía cantado.
No debe estar nada contento con ese fallo.
Al interior. Y llega Robinson para machacar el aro. Último cuarto en juego. Han pasado 90 segundos. Siakam en el poste bajo. Cubierto por Hart. Halliburton. Buen trabajo defensivo de Robinson. Hart progresa. Defendido por Siakam. No lo controla nadie. Tapin roba ese balón. Lanza una bomba. La desvió. Branson en el exterior. El balón le llega a Robinson. Vuelve a intentarlo. Tiran de nuevo. No han conseguido abrir la lata pese a haber cogido 2 rebotes en ataque. Al centro. El rebote de Hart.
Está siendo una de las pocas piezas del equipo que no están muy bien engrasadas.
Anunoby con el balón. Cubierto por Nesmith. Bridges. Canasta.
La defensa ha tardado demasiado en reaccionar.
Si quisieran, podrían exprimir la posesión.
En mi opinión sería lo mejor.
A la zona. No se hagan con contemplaciones. Aquí está Branson. Defendido de cerca. Anunoby en el exterior. Va de 3. Indiana rebotea. Han tenido 19 puntos de ventaja. Otra vez Nesmith. Han pitado falta en el tiro. Tendrá 2 oportunidades desde la línea de personal. El primer tiro libre entra. Perfecto esta vez desde la línea. Aquí está Branson. Adentro. Pascal Siakam recupera la posesión. Smith con el balón. Le toca defender a Anunoby. Vale la canasta. Le han hecho falta y podría conseguir jugada de 3.
Afrontan la recta final con mucha tranquilidad.
Salvo que ocurra algún desastre, se llevarán a casa una victoria más.
Han pasado algo menos de 3 minutos y medio del último cuarto. Branson en el exterior. Rozó el balón. Tapin roba ese balón. Aquí está Halliburton. Cubierto cubierto por Bridges. Tapin opera por la izquierda. Haliburton. 6 para tirar. No consigue anotar. Bridges en defensa. Rozado. Al interior. Tapin no se hace. Serán los Suns quienes comiencen. Posición exterior para Durant. Tapón de Davis. Parece que los Suns conservarán la posesión. El balón le llega a Richards. Balón robado por Davis. Y aquí llega el contraataque. Buena asistencia de Thompson.
Elegid cualquier epíteto positivo. Se pueden aplicar muchos a este jugador.
Booker es de 3. Rebote de Davis. Los Mavericks en ataque. Y aquí está Irving. Buena acción defensiva de Durant. Bill en la banda. Cubierto por Christie. Posición exterior para Durant. El balón le llega a Richards. Otra vez Durant. Aparcó en la zona y le caen los 3 segundos. Vamos a volver a ver ese tapón tan excepcional.
Es fundamental empezar defendiendo así de bien. Así es como se marca el camino a seguir.
Y llevamos poco más de un minuto jugado del inicio del partido. Irving en el exterior. No convierte desde la parte alta de la zona. Bill en la banda. Otra vez Booker. Por encima de Christie. Y el tiro no llega. El balón será para los Mavericks. Canasto de Thompson.
Corrió hacia la línea de triples y con la defensa aún ajustándose pudo tirar sin oposición.
Con el balón Booker. Tiene al defensor encima. ¡Entra!
Han necesitado 3 errores para conseguir la primera canasta.
Preparan el bloqueo. Bombea el tiro. Fallo de Irving. Y estamos en el primer cuarto. 2 minutos jugados. El balón le llega a Bill. Anthony Davis les quita el balón. Contraataque. Washington. El tapón es de Booker. Y recupera el balón. Desde casi 5 metros. Y enchufa el tiro en suspensión.
Esa asistencia vale dinero.
Los Mavericks en ataque. Irving. Premio por segunda vez con un tiro de campo. Lleva 2 de 5.
De esos no se fallan muchos.
Booker en la zona. Defendido por Irving. Otra vez Booker. Tira desde casi 4 metros. No acaba en canasta. Es su tercer fallo. Y de momento solo ha anotado 1. Irving. Y la bandeja entra.
La defensa no ha estado muy atenta en esta jugada. Y este jugador no perdona bajo el aro.
2 defensores contra Durant. Booker. El balón le llega a Dan. Bill en el exterior. Booker es de 3. Y se hacen con ese rebote los Mavericks.
Sería de gran ayuda que empezase a contribuir, pero no parece que vaya a pasar en este cuarto.
La juega Irving. Robo de Kevin Durant. Corren rápido. Han metido la mano. El balón le llega a Richards. Bill de 3. Y canasta. El triple es de Kevin Durant.
¡Qué gran muñeca! A pesar de su tamaño en ataque es capaz de ser eficaz en cualquier parte de la pista.
Irving en el exterior. El rebote acaba en las manos de Kevin Durant. Balón robado por Irving. Davis opera en el poste alto. El balón le llega a Durant. Canasta. Y esta vez la asistencia fue de Booker. Y el partido está empatado.
Pases de estos le hemos visto a montones.
Bloqueo de Davis. Y aquí está Thompson. Otra vez Irving. A la zona exterior izquierda. Vuelve a intentarlo. Washington. No se anda con contemplaciones Davis.
No puedes dejar escapar esos rebotes.
Sí, estos despistes a la hora de cerrar los rebotes siempre cuestan caros.
El balón le llega a Richards. Con el balón Booker. Otra vez Durant. Falla, pero pitan falta. Tendrá 2 tiros libres. Es la primera vez que va a la línea. Y el primero desde la línea entra. Durant anota ambos. Aquí está Irving con 6. Colocan un bloqueo. Rebote de los Suns.
Las cosas no le salen este cuarto.
El tiro de Booker. Bueno. Irving por la izquierda. Triple Davis. Empate en Dallas. Volvemos enseguida con el segundo cuarto. Partido que nos está dejando buenas acciones, pero sigue muy parejo tras el primer cuarto. Vamos a analizar brevemente lo que nos han enseñado los Mavericks.
Han anotado muchos de sus puntos en la zona.
Y es ahí donde tienen que seguir atacando.
El entrenador de Dallas pide un tiempo muerto. Los Mavericks en ataque. Aquí tenemos a Irving. El balón le llega a Christie. Balón robado por Dan. Klay Thompson les quita el balón. Davis. No se anda con contemplaciones Davis. Phoenix va perdiendo. Booker en el poste. Defendido por Irving. Buena canasta de Richards.
Hay que aplaudir ese pase interior.
Irving con la bola. Con 6. Desde el ala. Entra la suspensión.
Daba la impresión de que estaban negados de cara al aro en el primer cuarto, pero ya van encontrando las buenas sensaciones en este segundo.
Están mucho mejor. Casi han compensado su desacierto inicial con los tiros.
La asistencia vale la mitad de esa canasta.
Al centro. Davis machaca.
Excelente visión de juego. Vio y pasó a su compañero desmarcado.
Y ya se ha jugado poco más de un minuto del segundo cuarto. Kevin Durant en la banda. Sí, esta vez la asistencia ha sido de Booker.
Estoy seguro de que les ha gustado su actuación. Está jugando muy bien.
A la zona. Davis machaca. Jugada de Phoenix. Pierden por 1. El balón le llega a Booker. La juega Richards. Otra vez Booker. 6 en el reloj. Al interior. Dan machaca después de recibir la asistencia en la zona.
Está siendo fundamental para ellos. Qué forma de repartir juego.
Sin duda, Jorge. Está canalizando los ataques de su equipo.
La saca para Davis. Otra vez Irving. Gran oportunidad desmarcado.
Así se hace. Gran movimiento de balón.
Phoenix con el balón. Kevin Durant en la banda. La saca para Booker. Richard. Se juega una bomba. Bandeja de Durant.
Está siendo un encuentro muy disputado. Cuesta llevar la cuenta.
Con muchas alternativas en el marcador. Un gran partido.
Irving. Le ha caído el gorro. Posición exterior para Durant. Richards progresa. Trabajando sobre Davis.
No suele desaprovechar esas segundas opciones que consigue luchando los rebotes.
Y ya estamos en el segundo cuarto con unos 3 minutos jugados. Thompson en el exterior. Anota la bomba de 3.
Hace falta una defensa más intensa contra un tirador de su calibre.
Con el balón Booker. Defendido por Irving. El balón le llega a Richards. Le saca para Bill. Durant. Y esa tampoco le entra a Durant.
Puede que le haya extrañado encontrarse con tanto espacio y por eso ha fallado.
Balón repelido. Le roba la cartera Durant. Aquí tenemos a Booker. Convierte el tiro de 3.
Se acercan al 50% desde la línea de 3 puntos. Están muy enchufados en este segundo cuarto.
Bloqueo. Irving con la bola. Bill se encarga de su defensa.
Esta vez han tenido suerte. No pueden dejar tantos huecos en la defensa.
Adentro. Dan. Richard. Posición exterior para Dan. Durant por la derecha. Gran acción defensiva de Davis.
Cuesta mucho impedir que este jugador anote en la zona. Excelente defensa.
Tiene su primera oportunidad desde la línea esta noche. Los Mavericks por detrás en el marcador. El balón le llega a Davis. Solo 5 para tirar. Otro tiro. El rebote le cae a Dan. Al centro. Hace el mate en carrera. La juega Davis. Es su primera oportunidad en la línea esta noche. El tiro libre no entra. Van a hacer un cambio los Suns. Dentro el segundo tiro libre. Si entra, vale. Y la primera mitad concluye en un partido que, hasta el momento, ha estado muy igualado. Los Suns terminan el cuarto mandando en el marcador. Van 3 arriba. Que no se vaya nadie. Volvemos en cuanto acabe el descanso para dar comienzo al tercer cuarto.
They're measuring up the shot.
Estamos en la segunda mitad y quizá veamos un partido con emoción hasta el final, porque ha estado todo muy igualado hasta ahora. Partido para enmarcar de Kevin Durant.
Ha repasado todo su arsenal de movimientos en el poste durante la primera parte y todos ellos han funcionado.
Y creo que todavía le quedan algunos ases en la manga. Los iremos viendo según se vaya acercando el final del partido.
Los Suns van ganando. Booker en el exterior. Les van a caer 3 segundos en defensa. Primera vez que acude a la línea de personal esta noche. Y el tiro libre no entra, pero recuperarán el balón. Rápido ajuste de los Mavericks. El balón le llega a Ball. Exterior para Durant. 6 en el reloj de posesión. Y el mate es de Bill. Partido interesante aquí, en Dallas. Irving. ¡Esa vale! Es la segunda vez que acude a la línea de tiros libres.
Y es digno de admiración lo que ha conseguido desde la personal esta temporada. Anota más de un 90%.
Y es un homenaje a su ética de trabajo. No es casualidad que tenga tanto éxito en la línea de tiros libres.
Aquí está Bill. Ha sido una buena opción para ellos en ataque. Promedia más de 17 puntos por partido. Contraataque, allá van. No hubo suerte para Christie. El balón le llega a Booker. Y se gana la visita a la línea de personal. Los árbitros vieron el contacto y tendrá 2 tiros libres. Son sus primeros tiros libres del partido. Booker anota ambos. Llevan algunos minutos perdiendo.
Algo que puede cambiar en esta posesión.
A la banda derecha. Davis desde la línea de 3 puntos. El balón entra en el aro por 5ª vez para él. Así es. Lleva 5 de 9. Gol por la derecha. Beal, defendido por Irving. Booker en el poste. Son su tercer y cuarto lanzamientos libres del partido.
El 89% de porcentaje de tiros libres le coloca entre los mejores de la liga.
Es un aspecto de su juego en el que ha sido bastante regular este año.
Booker anota ambos. Y Dallas tiene la posesión. El balón le llega a Marshall. Mate y falta. Potente maniobra y tiene la oportunidad de sumar un punto más en la línea de personal. Suma una falta Kevin Durant. Es la primera vez que acude a la línea esta noche. Phoenix va perdiendo. Durant. Se luce al rematar con la bandeja. Nos acercamos al último cuarto y el partido sigue abierto.
Los equipos siguen intercambiando canastas y alternándose en el liderato.
Ninguno es capaz de lograr un buen colchón de puntos.
Aquí está Marshall. Se ha convertido en un anotador muy regular y promedia más de 13 puntos por partido.
Le adelantó el pase para que su compañero corriera hacia el balón.
Aquí tenemos a Durant. Booker en el exterior. Ball encima del poste alto. Otra vez Booker. El balón le llega a Ball. 5 segundos en el reloj. Aquí tenemos a Durant. Por encima de Christie. Ball. Y pitan la falta. Le han tocado en el salto y tendrá 2 tiros libres.
Así se defiende la zona, no permitiendo que anoten con facilidad.
En el peor de los casos, haz que tu rival se gane los puntos con tiros libres.
Y convierte los 2 tiros libres. El balón será para los Mavericks. Un punto de diferencia. Irving. Y entra.
3 canastas seguidas en la zona. Lo hacen parecer fácil.
Y fácil no es, pero lo cierto es que la defensa tampoco se lo está poniendo demasiado difícil.
Aquí está Durant. Lleva ya 16 puntos. Gol. Segunda opción en este ataque. Otro error. Han tenido opciones, pero no les sale nada. Thompson, defendido por Allen. Es la primera vez que acude a la línea de personal esta noche.
Y es digno de admiración lo que ha conseguido desde la personal esta temporada. Anota más de un 90%.
Está cerca de donde estaba el año pasado en esa categoría, pero sus cifras han empeorado un poco.
Y Phoenix tiene la posesión. Pierden por 3. Booker por la izquierda. El balón le llega a Allen. Otra vez Booker. Exterior para Durant. Canasta. Y esta vez la asistencia fue de Booker.
Si le dejas tanto espacio va a anotar todos los viajes.
Thompson en el exterior. A la zona. Gol.
Creo que están algo mejor que su rival en el apartado reboteador.
En un partido tan igualado hay que aprovechar todas las pequeñas ventajas que puedas.
Rebotea Dallas.
No ha anotado ninguna canasta en lo que llevamos de cuarto. Ninguna.
Marshall, defendido por Durant.
El defensor hizo lo necesario para provocar el fallo, aunque fuera la menor de las distracciones.
El balón le llega a Booker. Otra vez Ball. Phoenix.
Un gran pase el de esta jugada.
Marcador desfavorable para Dallas. Ahora hay 5 segundos de margen entre el reloj de posesión y el del partido. Esta vez Dallas no consigue anotar. La ha rozado. Y salen corriendo. El entrenador de Dallas pide un tiempo muerto. Buen partido, especialmente de Kevin Durant.
Ha estado atacando el aro con fiereza. Tienen que encontrar una manera de sacarlo de la zona.
Muerto en la cancha. Los Mavericks quieren hacer algunos ajustes. Los dos entrenadores tienen unos segundos para repasar el aspecto táctico del juego de su equipo. Y además, los deportistas pueden rehidratarse con Gatorade. Al fin y al cabo, los jugadores quieren dar lo mejor de sí mismos El entrenador de Dallas pide un tiempo muerto. Thompson en el exterior. Gayford. Y mate de Gafford.
Bueno, es un tiro bajito, pero lo compensa de sobra con ese salto tan potente.
Empate en Dallas. No se vayan, volvemos en apenas unos instantes para narrar el último cuarto de este partido. Y ahora que podemos, vamos con la asistencia del partido de State Farm.
Es todo un artista. No pudo decidir mejor dónde colocar el balón. La entrega fue perfecta.
Una forma excelente de rematar la posesión. Gesto colectivo en estado puro.
Solo queda un cuarto en este partido tan intenso y repleto de acción.
La asistencia vale la mitad de esa canasta.
Y le toca a Dallas. Irving. Y usa el tablero en la bandeja.
Salta a la vista lo que están intentando. Llevan 5 canastas seguidas desde dentro.
Y si la defensa no les para, que sigan. Están consiguiendo tiros ideales.
Le han pitado la cuarta falta y tiene que andarse con ojos si quiere seguir en la pista.
Los dos equipos van a introducir cambios. Tiempo muerto en la cancha. Los Mavericks quieren hacer algunos ajustes. Y aquí está Booker. Anthony Davis no perdona ese rebote. A la zona. Machaca y saca la falta. Puede sumar otro punto en la línea de personal. Se la cargan a Devin Booker.
El mérito de esa canasta es del autor de ese gran pase a la zona.
Vaya Davis, ese tiro libre. Los Suns por detrás en el marcador. Y anota la bandeja a tablero.
Está siendo una exhibición de dos equipos de alto potencial ofensivo.
Parece que todos los tiros acaban en canasta. Todos los jugadores están muy acertados.
El balón le llega a Durant. Irving en el exterior. Thompson culmina el contraataque.
En esta parte están muy bien con los tiros de campo. Su porcentaje de acierto ya supera el 50%.
Es complicado perder una ventaja en la segunda parte anotando por encima del 50%.
Y aquí está Richards. Balón robado por Watt. En cesta.
Estamos comprobando que la segunda parte ha ganado en intensidad.
Está claro que los dos equipos quieren ganar. Van a por todas.
Durant por la derecha. Durant machaca el aro.
Estamos viendo un partido muy disputado.
Y estos partidos tan igualados se suelen decidir por los pequeños detalles.
La falta es de Devin Booker. Es su tercera falta del partido. Aquí tenemos a Davis. Suelta una bomba. Balón robado por Booker.
Hay que destacar lo bien que ha cuidado las posesiones. Solo es su primera pérdida.
Posición exterior para Dan. Tapón de Davis. El balón le llega a Washington. Irving. Por encima de Booker. Fallo de Irving. Aquí tenemos a los Suns. 2 puntos de diferencia. Chad progresa. Dan defendido por Irving. Otra vez Richard. Kyrie Irving les quita el balón. Salen al contraataque. La bomba. Washington se apuntará un fallo. Aquí está Durant. Bill progresa. Ahora le toca defender a Christie. El balón le llega a Richard. Booker en el exterior. Esta vez el árbitro pita en contra de Kyrie Irving.
Es su primera falta del partido.
En defensa los Mavericks. Solo han encajado 6 puntos en lo que llevamos de cuarto. Bill en el exterior. Kyrie Irving les quita el balón.
Se anticipó el pase a la perfección. Un robo maravilloso.
El tiro entra.
Ahí es donde te interesa acabar tus posesiones.
Los 3 primeros minutos y medio de este último cuarto ya son historia. Tiempo muerto en la cancha. Los Suns quieren hacer algunos ajustes. Los Suns tienen el balón. Van perdiendo por 4. Booker. El balón es para los Mavericks. El balón le llega a Thompson. Davis.
Inversión de papeles. Ha machacado delante de un tío mucho más alto que él.
El balón es para los Suns. Booker en el exterior. El rebote será para los Mavericks. Tenemos a Irving. Con la bomba. Gol. Y Phoenix tiene la posesión. Penetra Durant. Triple de Bill. No entra. Aprovechó la asistencia de Davis.
Un pase muy bonito, justo donde debía.
Aquí tenemos a los Suns. 6 puntos de diferencia. Ball. Posición exterior para Dan. El primero entra y con eso se ponen a 5. Segundo tiro libre, falla. Devin Booker les quita el balón. De 3 puntos. No tiene suerte. Balón desplazado. Thompson. Falla el tiro. La victoria es para Dallas. Más ajustado de lo que habrían querido. No deja de ser un triunfo.
Creo que la afición les llegó en volandas al final. El público no iba a dejar que se les escapase el partido.
No hay tiempo para más. En nombre de Jorge Quiroga, de Anthony Daimiel y el resto del equipo de 2K Sports, Sixto Miguel Serrano les da las gracias por haber estado con nosotros.